You know what a shit barometer is, Bob?
No?
Measures the shit pressure in the air. You can feel it. Listen, Bubs. Hear that? The sounds of the whispering winds of shit. Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, but you will, my sorry little friend, when the old shit barometer rises, and you'll feel it, too. Your ears will implode from the shit pressure. You were warned, Bubs. But you picked the wrong side. Beware, my friend. Shit winds are a-coming.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQOA Nostalgia here, and more drama from Sandstorm. Man, I'm getting kind of tired of this. I gotta be honest. Y'all know that I've tried to make peace between the devs and the community, but there's one dev in particular who's making that very difficult. And I said before in my video talking about community moderation that I've had a problem with a dev who's got a bit of an attitude. I've talked with him in game since that attitude, tried to work it out. We got along pretty well. But I keep getting complaints about this guy. I had somebody just yesterday send a complaint, or not send a complaint, but he left a comment saying that he reported a bug and he got crap for it and it was locked. And other people over here have told me the same thing in DMs. Colossus started a forum about it, a rant and flame thread about it. Can we be constructive? Question mark. Because it seems like we can't be. Because whenever we are, somebody's got a problem with that. I reported a bug, and I was told I was just splitting hairs. Was the initial response? It's like, what? Do you want me to tell you that there's bugs or not? Like, what is this? And we went back and forth for a little while, and then Zylov came in and he's like, yeah, we absolutely want you to report bugs. Well, I would say to Zylov, it doesn't seem like Lard wants us to. Somebody said to me, I want to report bugs, but I cringe at the fact that Lard might be the one who gets back to me, and he's nasty about it. So this whole thing started over click sticks, which is really stupid. Okay? It's always something dumb. It's always something petty. And I'm getting tired of it. I'm really getting tired of it. Weapon procs are in, that means click sticks are coming. Never, says Lard. I thought he was just joking here, but he's not. Why not? I don't remember them being all powerful. I just thought they were cool. Click sticks should never have been added. Huh? I mean, what? Was there a problem? I'm sorry. I mean, was there a problem? Yeah, it replaced 90% of all weapons for an easy quest, blah, blah, blah. Stupid weapon. Corsten, whom I respect greatly, and I just want to remind everybody in this community that without Corsten's save state, none of us would be here. Including Lard, by the way. Just so you know. So I want you to understand that going forward. The proc is the issue. That was where the balance was, in my opinion. Nope. We're going to disagree on this to the end of time. Yeah, I'm sure. So that's my reason. Guess Sandstorm isn't going for true EQOA authenticity after all. And this is another problem. We were told that this was going for the live-like authenticity. And I agree. That's what I was told. That's what I was sold when I hopped over here. Because I won't add in broken? Yeah, probably right, lol. How much was the proc? I'm pretty sure the weapon had no stats. It didn't have stats. Electric is right. Shout out to Electric, who gave me that shield, by the way. Electric is always really chill in the chat. I like Electric. They've been around a long time. Old school. It didn't proc, was 700, 900 if I recall. And that was if it procced. Yeah, it didn't proc all the time. Proc mod, it could be increased. Well, maybe we can do something about that. Just lower the proc mod chance behind the scene. Then everyone is happy. So it's a compromise, right? I don't see that there's an issue with that. The amount of times it would proc could be modded. Nope. I'm with Corsten on this one. If it wasn't live, let it be. Just my take, not my server, though. I'll do what you want. So I'm already starting to get a little irritated here. Like I said, I've had trouble with Lard in the past, and multiple people have. And just yesterday, I got 2 or 3 different messages about Lard. And it's really hard to get people to be chill and respect the devs when the devs aren't being respectful to the community. I agree with Corsten as well. I was asked why. I gave my reasons. This isn't a debate, to be honest. Oh, it's not a debate? We can't talk about it? Okay. We are just giving our opinions, I'm sure. Who asked why? This started as a debate. Well, Lard working towards most hated dev or some shit. I don't know. I try to back you up, but you're kind of a dick, bro. Gotta be real. Why not? I don't remember them being all powerful. I just thought they were cool. So we removed all the good items from the game. We're removing all the good items from the game. Pretty much, Lal. It's all good, though. It's their server. We just play on it. It is their server, so whatever they want is what they are going to do. Give feedback is all we can do. Right. Yeah. All right. What can you do, right? Well, I can wait. Because there's another server. I don't know if you guys are aware. There's another server being worked on. And these are the guys that I started off with 13 years ago on Facebook when we set off to try and recreate this game.
Greetings, EQOA Revival community. It brings me much joy to announce that we have reached 2,000 members. This truly is a testament to the passion of a community that EQOA has, even 5 years after its official sunset. In December of 2012, I started a Facebook group called Elder Council for EQOA Revival. The group's charter was to explore official and unofficial ways to revive EQOA. Later, this group transformed into the group you know as EQOA Revival. Let me tell you, in the beginning, we had nothing. Absolutely nothing, except for a dream and these useless discs of the EQOA client. Over the years, we sought out our long-lost EQOA brothers and sisters in hopes of keeping the community together. We also scoured the community for the talent needed to resurrect the game. Despite a healthy amount of doubt, the EQOA Revival project has overcome some serious hurdles, things that some said could never be done. It is through sheer willpower and passion that this project continues.
And now I get messages from people all the time. They say, thanks, I found the server through you. Dozens and dozens of people have said this to me, and it makes me happy. And then I look at this dude power tripping, and it just makes me cringe. It's like, what the... What? You're not the only one who's been putting in effort, Lard. I've put in effort for years, man. You know what I mean? I've been doing this a long time. Jeremiah Alutra / Alutra, like I said, they wanted me to do the public relations thing and recruit for devs, and I've gotten many tells from people who have said, hey, I found the server through you. I'm working on it. Okay, so it's not like I don't bring anything to the table either. I've done my thing. I've put in effort as well. So it just pisses me off when somebody else is like, yeah, I don't care about Corsten and the fact that his save state is the reason we're here. I don't care what EQA Nostalgia thinks, who's literally been promoting this for years and bringing developers in and bringing people in. I don't care about him. Those are facts, see? Right? They can do whatever they want. Those are facts, Lal. Well, it's Zylov's server, isn't it? It is. But again, let's speak to each other as humans, though. Respect each other. I respect you for this, Colossus. You're always a peacemaker. That's a good thing. Well, you want the community to be involved unless you want a trash and dead server. If this keeps up, this attitude and this I'm going to do whatever I want, this is what's going to happen. Man, people seem to like that. There's always EQA EMU for the live realism. If they keep it live like, that's where I'll go. I'm going wherever the devs do their best to recreate the experience that I fell in love with all those years ago. Now, there's things that I don't like that are in the game. I mean, I left around 2008, 2007, 2008. The missus quit around 2010. I never had anything to do with the hunt and gather quests. At least I don't really remember, aside from Silith rings. I don't remember doing much with the pick claws, the ants. I never did any of that. And the missus and I were talking about how we don't like how this trivializes other parts of the world. Like, people aren't camping where they used to. You know, you don't find people at the bandit camp near Diver Manor. You don't find many people at Knowles because they're all doing hunt and gather. But I don't ask them to remove it. It's, you know, if I don't want to do it, then I just won't do it. Is it the best path possible to level up the quickest way? Yeah, but I don't have to do it. As a matter of fact, I would love if we had a time-locked progression server type thing, where hunt and gather came later, so that we got that true vanilla experience out the gate. And then later on, you know, 3 or 4 months later, when you're leveling alts, you're going to want to go quicker. There'll probably be less people on the server. And it would be nice to have that as an option to solo or duo while you wait on LFG. That's just the way I look at hunt and gather. But I wouldn't take it off the server. No one should shun an open dialogue. If you do, then don't invite people to the server, in my opinion. And I gotta say, that's where these guys made the right choice. They've avoided a lot of fighting, a lot of criticisms, a lot of demoralization of the devs, and a lot of back and forth BS. Because that's what they're doing. They're developing it before they let people in. I see that that's the right approach. And as much as I like being over on Sandstorm, I do enjoy my time here, especially with the misses back. I don't want to quit. I don't. I want to keep making content. But I don't know, man, if I can promote this much anymore. If you come over here, I would say, you know, do your thing, have fun. It's going to be wiped anyway. Reporting bugs, though? I don't know. There have been way too many people who have reported bugs and have gotten shit for it. What is up with that? Anyway, he responded to this. I have also made it very clear, I don't care if you like me or not. I'm here for me and only me. I am rebuilding for me. You all just benefit from it. Ooh. Man, that pissed me right off, Lard. I gotta be real. I wasn't gonna make this until I read that, and now I'm like, ah. I still don't know if I want to upload this. I don't like all this drama. I mean, I got a lot of crap for the video I talked about with moderation and people being chill with the devs and not being, you know, not being wild. People did not like that, alright? But that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to turn it into the EQOA server, the EQOA nostalgia server. I just would like if people were chill. I've gotten comments from people saying, hey, I tried out the server, but people are really toxic. What the... I left. I've gotten a few comments from people like that. And I saw the devs were getting kind of snippy. If you go back and you watch that, you'll see that I open up with saying, the devs were being kind of snippy, and he was one of them. And I understand now why he was being snippy, because people are being nasty towards the devs. And now, all of a sudden, I understand why people are being nasty towards the devs. See how that works? Life is just a great big circle, isn't it? And everything just comes right back around again. It's just like a big old shit circle.
Feel that?
Feel what, Mr. Lee?
The way the shit clings to the air, Andy?
Shit clings to the air?
It's already started, my dear good friend.
What started, Mr. Lee?
The shit blizzard.
Like the Leahy shitisms. Insert meme. This is just what? Colossus trying to be the man of peace. That is fair, honestly. Yeah, you know. I don't think it is, because I was told this was going to be live-like. And I was told that our opinions over here were going to help to mold the server into something. Why are we looking at PDFs? Why are we going back into the past to try to make this as live-like as possible? Why are so many people busting their ass to try to make this as live-like as possible when it's the Lard show? Can anybody tell me? Because I don't get it. I don't get it. Other devs have tried to calm down Lard. I've gotten a couple messages from one of them right now. He's tried to calm him down and to get him to be more respectful with the community, but it just doesn't seem to stick. And there's this back and forth. And I'm kind of tired of being stuck in the middle of it, because that's kind of what's happened. But I got to talk about this. You all just benefit from it. Tells me everything I need to know about your ego, at least, lol. Again, Corsten. None of us would be here without Corsten. I'll see myself out now. Well, there goes Corsten. That sucks. I was talking with him around the time I was getting lionware infection. I haven't seen him in game in a couple of weeks, but it was good to see Corsten back. Like I said, I respect him. He's an OG, man. We wouldn't be here without Corsten. I just, I can't, I know I'm repeating myself, but what the I mean, you did all the work. It's yours for all intents and purposes. But again, why invite others to it if a healthy community isn't what you desire? It isn't. It isn't. And this is why the chat is so wild. I'm starting to think that's, a large part of the problem. We've got somebody who's very arrogant. And the community doesn't like that. And they're very vocal about it. And so the devs are pissy and demoralized, and the community is kind of pissy and a little demoralized from this. This is not good. This is not good. Divergence from live is probably inevitable for balance reasons. Let's be real. All right. Well, EQA was never balanced. That's what made it great. I agree with Electric. I mean, necromancers. Anybody remember how necromancers were like? They were it. Should that be changed? I don't know. I don't think so. We can have two different servers, though. If that's what's going to happen, if we're going to have a server that's, doing its own thing, whatever, that's fine. But you need to say that. Don't let people come over here with the idea that my input means something and we're trying to make this as live-like as possible when you got one developer who's just going like full-blown tyrant mode. It's mine. You're lucky to be here. I'm making it for me. You just benefit from it. Well, I'd say that we're all lucky to be here. And it's not just because of the efforts of Lard. It's because of the efforts of many people. That's what pisses me off about this ego trip over here. Many people have put in a lot of time. And not just developing, talking about the game, promoting the game, bringing developers into the game. That's been my role, bringing people into the game. Many people. And that just gets spit on because it's, it's you guys just benefit from what I want. I don't like that. Why? When simply removing it brings back balance, Lau? Because it was in the game? Who cares? So was I. All right. Cut it by half, like, bro. So nobody likes this but Lard. Everybody's like, yo, whoa, you tone. It's all wrong.
Hey! You're talking to my guy all wrong. It's the wrong tone. Do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
You know what I mean? Because again, 90% of all weapons we look past just for a click stick. Alright, well, that's the way it was. Balance the other weapons, maybe. Why? When removing one item is easy. Alright, I can kind of see the point there, but why don't you just nerf it a little bit? Y'all really care that much that people will use it for XP and duels? And this, you see where I got pissed. So what you're telling me is I should stop promoting the server and start telling viewers to wait for EQAMU because what was once advertised as live-like as possible is now the Lard show? Gotcha. Do what you want, bro. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I did everything I could avoid to make this. It's been a couple of weeks since I first had problems with you, dude. And I've gotten several complaints, like I said, from other people, and I held off until I saw this ego-tripping bullshit over here. If this is Lard's EQOA, why are we having bitch fits about stuff not replicating? Exactly. Why do we care about Alakazam and the guide? Just make it the way you want. What have we been doing here this whole time? I don't know. I just don't know. This is a blocked message from the other somebody I blocked from the other Discord when there was a bunch of drama months ago. Y'all are choosing the wrong battle here. I don't think we are. I think this is touching on what you mentioned in Rant and Flame. about can we be constructive. No, we can't. Obviously, Colossus. Because our opinion doesn't matter. He literally just said it doesn't matter what you say or do. I'm doing this. You just benefit from it, you plebeian. Alright? I don't even use clicks. Like, yeah, I never really cared about it either. But what pissed me off is the fact that he's saying, nah, I'm just going to remove it outright. And everybody's like, whoa, why? Because I don't like it. I thought it was broken. Alright, well then it's not live-like. It's a Lard show. And Santo trying to move things into Rant and Flame. I don't know if that's happened or not, but yeah, it's I'm blunt. I don't use tact to spare anyone. I just don't care that much, lol. I'm an asshole. Okay. Which is clear you don't care. It's not, and that's not a good look. That's not a good look. At least he's honest. I'll give him credit for that. He's honest. Hey, I can be that way too, man. When I get pissed, I can be an asshole. We're all human. But, yeah. Like I said, this was advertised as one thing, it's going the other way. And I'm starting to see why there was this divergence that happened. I'm starting to understand it more and more. Why did Sandstorm break away and become their own thing? And EQOA, EMU started doing their own thing. And these guys are closed source, by the way. Their code is not being shared. These guys are sharing their code. That speaks volumes right there. Watch this video. I want you guys to watch this and note the dialogue. Now, I'm not trying to dunk on the efforts of the people who have put dialogue into Sandstorm, but the dialogue over here, the grammar, the way that they're telling the story in each of these different instances, watch this. Navigate over here. Watch this video, okay? Of course, no ads allowed on YouTube. It's unlisted. Check it out, all right? These guys, by the way, they placed like a vast majority of the NPCs. They did a ton of work. And then it just split off into a closed source server. And I've asked Jeremiah/Elutra, I've asked him, hey, what happened there? Do you want to go into the details on it? And he didn't want to do that, and I respect that. So yeah. I thought this was being a little harsh. Lard came in and said this, and I'm like, all right, well, that's fair. How do we get this back on track? I'm trying to make peace. I've been trying to do that. Ah, the whole post about me, cute. Lol, rolls eyes. Sorry, a whole post. Can't we all just get along? No, evidently we can't. We can't get along. And Breaker, are we having a bad day, honey? I'm like, you're not helping, man. If we want him to engage in actual dialogue, maybe we shouldn't break his balls with gifts, lol. But I can see why that's happening. Can you guys see why that's happening? Seems pretty obvious. Seems pretty obvious what's going on. So yeah. Anyways, I want to hear from you guys about this down in the comment section. What you think about it. I already know what the majority of you are going to say about it. Like I said, I don't want to quit the server. I don't want to get banned off of the server for mentioning this. If that happens, well, so be it. I got to speak my mind on this. I don't like the way this guy behaves. And I don't like how this isn't going to be live-like, because he's doing whatever he wants. And we just benefit from it. I've mentioned so many times over here I'm grateful to the devs and all of their efforts. But this one guy is not the entire sum of this project or the efforts that have gone into this project for the past 13 years. He's not. Many of us have put in time and effort. And I appreciate the things he's done, but I don't appreciate his attitude. I don't appreciate the tyrannical approach of I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm doing me, bro. You're just lucky to be along for the ride. I don't like that. Just to close the video out, I want you guys to take a look at something that I posted a few months ago now. It was like 3 months. Because I saw the writing on the wall. There was trouble before. And it involved Lard and the community. There was this big blowout. And Everybody got muted for like 24 hours and nobody was able to shout. You guys probably remember that. And I mentioned a certain concern about how private servers can go wrong. And I pointed to the Warhammer private server. You guys remember that? Let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, I think we need to do that. It's going to make it feel less alive in other zones, but well, some people just are not behaving. They're not behaving themselves, man. And it's a shame, but it's the way it is. And I noticed this brewing a while ago, that there were people who were just being just nasty, and I don't understand it. There's no reason for it. Everybody just needs to be chill. We all want our game back. You know what I mean? The problem is I've seen this before a lot, and I'm not wagging fingers at the devs or anybody in the community. I'm just saying these things tend to go a certain way. And I remember one of the developers from Warhammer was just being really nasty to me, and I didn't understand it. He was just being a jerk. I reached out on Facebook. He continued to be a jerk. He said even worse things. I'm like, look, I'm going to make this video. I was reviewing your server, right? And I didn't anticipate it being this. I thought, oh, this is going to be cool. I'm going to cover this awesome server. I love Warhammer. And then you started acting like a jerk, so I'm going to give you a chance to walk that back. Okay? I admit that sounds arrogant, but I'm trying to cover this game, and I'm seeing that you're treating other people like shit and me. And I got to report my genuine reaction. I'm not going to bullshit people. So I'm going to publish this video. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. It won't get 100 views, he said. I'll never forget it. Here it sits. 16,000 views 7 years later. That's not a flex, dude. That's not a flex. That's just how shit went. That's how it went down. And my buddy over here, Herman. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know Herman. But in every case of a private server I've ever experienced, they have been run like it's the admin's private team's personal playground, and Kingdom almost always toxic. So if this hasn't happened yet, I don't know, then please don't let it happen. And I want to say I'm grateful to everybody working on this, but I don't want to see anybody turn into this, because there are many versions of this. Many versions of this. So people informed me that there was a massive amount of shit talk going on over here on the Discord. I wouldn't know unless somebody told me, because I left yesterday. Lard went nuts saying, it's my server, you're just lucky to be here. And a bunch of us were like, all right, this is not what we signed up for, dude. What is it? This is supposed to be live. Like, you're taking out the click sticks, you're doing what you want. You're telling people they're just lucky to be here. I'm doing this for me. And I left. And there was this big meltdown about me calling somebody a slur, a homophobic slur, because I got pissed off at him, which I admit it wasn't very nice of me. I shouldn't have done it, but people just went nuts. There's like this huge pile on because I said a word, as if people don't say terrible shit all the time. People say nasty shit over here all the time. It's constant. Okay? And then we gotta point out what I said. Never mind the fact that people are being disgusting. On the Reggie. What is this? Can anybody tell me? What's going on with that? Do other people want to see this in the game? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't want to see that and doesn't think that that's okay. But because I said a homophobic slur, oh, you got to get rid of them. Guys, I left the Discord yesterday. You didn't get rid of me. I just came back here to see what you were sweating as I lived rent-free in your head. Alright? I didn't like the other Discord either. I ended up leaving that one. And then I found out I was banned. Same thing here. I left this one and I find out I'm banned. It's like, okay, whatever. Whatever. It's interesting because Renador popped in here and he had some things to say. Renador, the developer who uses alternate accounts to flame anybody who he perceives is slamming his work. Dude brings nothing but drama. No, I brought nothing but players to your fucking server, Renador. That's what I did. But even they're getting tired of it. And they can't wait for EQOA EMU to come out. Because you guys are running things sideways here. I tried to tell you guys about the toxic problem until finally I got so fed up with people's shit, I myself turned into what I hated and said something toxic. But now I'm the asshole. We can't have that here. We gotta cancel this guy. You can't say that. That's like Voldemort. You can't say that one word. As people talk about free abortions and ZK. And all sorts of offensive shit. This community's got a problem with something that I said in Say Chat. This community that goes buck wild in the shouts constantly. But just to wrap this up, I'll say one more thing to you guys over there who can't stop talking about me constantly in Discord and in the shouts. To my my soy boy fan club over here.
I feel bad for you.
I don't think about you at all.